Struggling to read your pill bottles? Asking others to read your mail? Avoiding night driving because of painful starbursts? If this sounds familiar, you're not alone, and it's not just normal aging. If you're over 60, blurry vision and high eye pressure might have you worrying about glaucoma, maybe even losing your sight. But here's the truth. Going blind is not inevitable. Yes, your doctor's treatment is essential, never stop that. But did you know there are also gentle, natural ways to support your eyes right from your kitchen? Science-backed methods that reduce pressure, improve blood flow, and ease that heavy ache behind your eyes without replacing your medication. Take Marjorie, 68. She followed her drops faithfully but still felt constant pressure and pain. With just a few simple changes, her daily comfort improved dramatically, and yours could too. Before we dive into solutions that could change your daily experience, please hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Your vision and independence matter, and I want to make sure you never miss information that could help preserve both. The first natural remedy that can provide gentle relief is something you probably have in your spice cabinet right now: fennel seeds. Now, you might know fennel from cooking. It has that slight licorice-like flavor, but when brewed into a warm tea, it becomes something much more powerful for your eyes. Here's what's happening when you feel that pressure. Fluid inside your eye isn't draining properly, creating a buildup that adds tension and eventually presses against your optic nerve, that crucial cable sending signals from your eyes to your brain. Fennel contains natural compounds like anethole and quercetin that research shows can reduce inflammation and support better fluid movement in tissues. Think of it as gently loosening the tightness around your eyes and encouraging better drainage, all without any harsh chemicals or side effects. For Marjorie, we added just 1 warm cup of fennel tea to her evening routine. It wasn't an overnight transformation, but within 2 weeks, she returned with relief in her voice. "My eyes feel more relaxed. I didn't even realize how tense they were until they weren't." She continued her prescribed medications, of course, but that simple addition became a comforting ritual that made a real difference in her daily comfort. Making fennel tea couldn't be simpler. Find fennel seeds at any grocery store. They're usually in the spice section. Use about 1 teaspoon of lightly crushed seeds per cup of hot water. Let it steep for 10 minutes, then strain and drink warm. Once a day is perfect, ideally in the evening when your eyes are most tired from the day's activities. Skip the sugar, honey, or milk. Just let the pure tea work its gentle magic. While fennel tea provides that warm, gentle start, the second remedy offers more concentrated support: bilberry extract. You might not be familiar with bilberries. They look similar to blueberries but are darker, smaller, and grow primarily in Europe. For decades, they've been valued for supporting vision, especially night vision and blood flow to the retina, which is exactly what people with glaucoma and high eye pressure need most. Your eyes are filled with tiny, delicate blood vessels that are absolutely essential for healthy vision. When pressure builds up, it can reduce circulation in these vessels, especially around the optic nerve where damage is most devastating. Bilberries are incredibly rich in anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that strengthen capillaries, reduce oxidative stress, and improve blood flow specifically in the retina. Simply put, bilberry helps those smallest blood vessels in your eyes stay open and healthy, ensuring nutrients and oxygen reach exactly where they're needed most. Ken discovered this benefit firsthand. This 71-year-old former truck driver came to me worried about his steadily declining night vision. "Headlights look blurry, and shadows on the road are hard to make out," he explained. "My eye pressure isn't dangerously high yet, but my doctor wants me to watch it closely." We added bilberry extract to his morning routine, just 1 small capsule with breakfast. Within a few weeks, Ken reported, "I'm not saying I see like I did at 30, but I'm not as anxious driving at dusk anymore." That's confidence returning, and that's exactly what we want. You can find bilberry extract at most pharmacies or health food stores. Look for one providing around 80 to 100 milligrams of anthocyanins per day. That's the active component that matters most. Take it in the morning with food since it supports blood flow throughout the day. One important note: if you're taking blood thinners, discuss bilberry with your doctor first, as it naturally affects circulation. The third remedy addresses something most people never consider when thinking about eyesight: your brain's role in vision. Your eyes don't actually see. They capture light and send signals through the optic nerve, but your brain does all the interpretation. If there's insufficient blood flow to your brain's visual centers or to the optic nerve itself, your eyesight suffers regardless of your eye pressure numbers. This is where Ginkgo Biloba becomes invaluable. As one of the oldest living tree species on Earth, ginkgo has been used in traditional medicine for thousands of years, and modern research confirms its remarkable ability to improve blood circulation, especially to the brain and eyes. For people with glaucoma or high eye pressure, this is crucial because when pressure builds up, the optic nerve, your eyesight's lifeline, begins suffering from reduced blood flow, eventually leading to nerve damage and permanent vision loss. Ginkgo doesn't lower eye pressure directly, but it supports better blood flow through the tiny vessels feeding your optic nerve and brain, keeping these critical pathways nourished even when pressure runs higher than ideal. It also provides powerful antioxidant protection for nerve cells. One fascinating study showed that patients with normal tension glaucoma who took ginkgo extract had improved visual field performance, meaning they could see more clearly in their peripheral vision, often the first area affected by glaucoma. Carla's experience perfectly illustrates ginkgo's comprehensive benefits. At 74, she wasn't just dealing with early-stage glaucoma, she was also experiencing forgetfulness, slower thinking, and mental fog. Her son had to read her phone messages aloud because she struggled with small text. We added ginkgo alongside her regular treatment, and within weeks, she noticed her eyes didn't feel as tight and she felt more mentally alert throughout the day. Not dramatic overnight changes, but steady, meaningful improvement in both her vision comfort and mental clarity. For Ginkgo Biloba, look for standardized extract capsules, often labeled EGB 761, at 120 mg per day, usually taken as 60 mg twice daily with morning and evening meals. This timing helps maintain steady blood flow support. As with bilberry, consult your doctor first if you're on blood thinners, since ginkgo enhances circulation. The fourth remedy focuses on a part of your eye that doesn't get enough attention in glaucoma discussions: the retina. This delicate layer at the back of your eye is where light becomes vision, and when these tiny cells start breaking down from inflammation, you slowly lose clarity and sharpness. Black currant oil provides targeted support through a rare omega-6 fatty acid called GLA gamma-linolenic acid. Most people know about omega-3 fatty acids, but GLA is especially valuable for eye health because inflammation quietly damages retinal cells even when eye pressure seems stable. GLA helps calm this inflammation, protects retinal cells, and improves the health of those tiny blood vessels behind your eyes. In practical terms, it helps your eyes feel less irritated, less dry, and better nourished from within. Research has found that people taking black currant extract maintained better peripheral vision over time, the area typically lost first in glaucoma. This matters enormously because once you lose parts of your visual field, there's no recovery possible. Joe, a 76-year-old patient, had been managing his glaucoma successfully for years with stable eye pressure, but complained that his eyes felt constantly tired and his vision looked washed out. After adding black currant oil to his daily routine, he reported within 3 weeks, "My eyes just feel more comfortable. I can watch television longer without constantly rubbing them." Black currant oil comes in convenient soft gel capsules. Look for one containing about 100 to 150 milligrams of GLA daily, typically taken as 2 capsules with meals. It's remarkably gentle, rarely causes stomach upset, and requires no preparation, perfect for older adults wanting simple but effective support. Unlike fish oil, there's no aftertaste, no unpleasant burping, and no fishy smell, just quiet support for the back of your eyes. The fifth and final remedy might surprise you because you've probably heard that turmeric is beneficial, but few people understand its specific power for eye health and glaucoma. When it comes to glaucoma, elevated pressure is only part of the problem. The real damage often occurs when pressure leads to chronic inflammation around the optic nerve, slowly killing off nerve fibers and reducing your vision bit by bit. Once those nerve fibers are gone, they never regenerate. Turmeric contains curcumin, a compound with extraordinary anti-inflammatory properties that's been studied for joint pain, brain health, and increasingly for eye protection. Several laboratory studies demonstrate that curcumin may help reduce inflammation in retinal cells and optic nerve tissues, essentially calming the destructive fire before it burns out your vision. Turmeric isn't a pressure-lowering agent and shouldn't replace your medications, but it creates a less hostile environment inside your eyes, potentially reducing long-term damage. The simplest way to incorporate turmeric is through turmeric water, not expensive pills or complex extracts, just warm water and ground turmeric. Use about 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder in a cup of warm water, stir well, and drink once daily, ideally morning or after lunch. Add a tiny pinch of black pepper if possible. It dramatically improves your body's absorption of curcumin. Some people enjoy adding lemon or ginger, but the basic formula is simple: warm water, turmeric, and black pepper. One of my patients in her early 70s added turmeric water to her routine and within weeks noticed less tension behind her eyes at night and improved sleep quality. The taste isn't amazing, but the potential benefits make it worthwhile. Remember, turmeric slightly thins the blood, so consult your doctor if you're taking blood thinners. Don't overdo it. More isn't better. Stick to small daily amounts and give it time, because the best healing comes from consistency, not intensity. Now that you understand these 5 natural remedies, you might wonder how to incorporate them without turning your routine into a complicated science experiment. The beautiful thing is you don't need all of them every day. I recommend starting slowly, spacing them out, and letting your body adjust gradually. Consider this gentle weekly rotation. Start with a warm cup of fennel tea one evening. It's the perfect way to calm your eyes after a long day. The next day, try a bilberry supplement with breakfast. Midweek, sip turmeric water in the morning. It might not taste wonderful, but it helps cool inflammation from within. Another day, add black currant oil, 2 capsules with lunch, no preparation required. Once or twice weekly, include ginkgo split between morning and evening doses, if your doctor approves. You don't need to do everything simultaneously. Even rotating just 2 or 3 of these remedies through your week can provide gentle, meaningful support for your eye health. Don't forget the power of rest. 1 day per week, skip the supplements and simply sit quietly, close your eyes, and place a warm compress over them for 10 minutes. Let your eyes relax completely and your nervous system reset. This isn't a rigid prescription requiring perfect adherence. There's no magical order or timing. By choosing one simple action per day, you give your eyes what they need without overwhelming yourself or your routine. Write it on your calendar, post it on your refrigerator, or start with whichever remedy feels most approachable. When you care for your eyes consistently, you're not just protecting your vision, you're preserving your freedom, maintaining your confidence, and protecting your quality of life. If you've stayed with me through this entire discussion, I want to express my sincere gratitude. In our world full of health information overload, the fact that you chose to spend this time focusing on your vision and future tells me something profound about your character. You haven't given up. You're not passively accepting that getting older means losing your independence. You're actively showing up for yourself, for your loved ones, and for the life you want to continue living. Vision encompasses so much more than simple eyesight. It's your ability to recognize your grandchild's smile, to read books you've always loved, to navigate your kitchen confidently, to walk outside and appreciate the changing seasons. It represents dignity, connection, confidence, and freedom. Even if you're currently facing challenges with high eye pressure, early glaucoma, or increasing blur, you are absolutely not powerless. There are concrete steps you can take, natural, gentle, scientifically supported approaches that help your body protect what matters most. Small daily actions like enjoying a cup of tea, taking a morning capsule, or spending quiet minutes with your eyes closed slowly build into a strong foundation that keeps you steady, clear, and independent for years to come. If this information has provided you with new hope, practical ideas, or simply reassurance that you're not alone in this journey, please consider taking a moment to like this video so others can find it when they need it most. Share it with someone who might benefit from these natural approaches. Leave a comment below letting me know which remedy you're most curious to try. Your experience could encourage someone else taking their first steps toward better eye health. Most importantly, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. It's completely free, and it ensures you'll stay connected to practical, natural strategies for aging well without the confusion or false promises you find elsewhere. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. As long as I'm able, I'll continue sharing everything I've learned through over 30 years of practice to help you stay strong, sharp, and in complete control of your health. Take excellent care of your eyes. They're not just how you see the world, they're how the world sees the very best of who you are. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.